Strikes it in the back of the net. Fantastic strike from Darcy Campbell. Hello everyone, welcome to UDDY TV's coverage as the L1s get their final Premiership match of the season underway shortly. Uddingston facing off against Inverleith for this one. Best of the rest already secured in the table. Now this is all for fun and for pride for our girls, thankfully. Just me on comms for now. We've got a guest who's going to get introduced very shortly. But yeah, before we get to any of that though, we do have a quick video that we're going to try and show you. Had a little bit of a problem with video just before this, so hopefully this next one works out a little bit better. We've got a quick video of how the girls got on in their cup semi-final tie against Western Wildcats. Okay, still having a little bit of gremlins in the code for our video, but that's okay. That's okay. It gives me more time to have a little chat with Kirsty Robertson, who's joined us for this one, or for as long as you can put up with me for that. Anyway, how are you getting on, Kirsty?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
Obviously, because you're here, it means not being able to be involved. Been out with an injury for a bit of time.
Yeah.
How's that been? Should we talk about that? Are you kind of just missing things at the moment?
Yeah, missing it a lot. Been out most of the season, not played a game, so just come down and support the girls when I can.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been a long old slog of a season, a bit unlucky in places as well.
Yeah.
You know, what have you made from it of the sidelines?
Yeah, I think they've been playing well. Just some unlucky games, but they've been pushing and keeping their head up and just getting on with it.
Absolutely, absolutely. They have. And we'll take a look at how that's borne out on the table just now. The girls, as I say, top of that bottom six section. 7 wins, a draw, 7 defeats. Christy, the big one that's a standout, I think we've been saying a lot this season, the difference between perhaps ourselves and the teams that are 4th, 5th, 6th is just putting the ball in the back of the net at the right moments as well. That's been a bit of frustration for the squad, has it? Yeah,
well, we saw it, the cup game on the weekend there, that we played so well and we probably should have had a better outcome in the game, but it just shows that we can play against those top teams and get the results. Just need to get the ball in the back of the net sometimes.
Look, if it was easy, you know, if it was easy and all that. For Inverleith as well, a bit of a battle this season. It's been a tough old time against the best of the league, and thankfully, with the way the split works, you get 5 games against teams that are around about your level, as it were. So a chance for your Inverleith, and that to kind of get a few more games to build more confidence rather than having to go to the biggest teams that have been handing out pastings. And that's not just for Inverleith, that's across the board. The best teams in the league have been really testing us. Yeah,
it's not great when you go to games that you kind of know that it's going to be a hard game, and then you get that really big difference in score lines. It kind of puts you down a bit, but yeah, it's just trying to get back up from those scores and play on your next games.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the side that's taking the field today. And we are speaking about injuries, I know, Christy, but one that is a nice note, Kat Nelly back in the team. She's had a long layoff.
Yeah, she has. She played Sunday there and she played well. I think she's just really happy to get back. You could see on Sunday that she was happy. She's getting quite a lot of game time as well. Like, she was doing 5 minutes every quarter, so it's quite good getting her. It's good getting her back, seeing her on the pitch again. She's been off for a while, so.
See, it'll be you pretty soon as well, no doubt.
Hopefully.
Just you gotta pretend, hold it out a little bit longer when pre-season starts and all the fitness training's there. You're like, oh, I'm still not quite fit, guys. Just hold on a little longer for me. But no, a really strong team for the girls as well. We can run through a couple of standouts, but Captain Darcy Campbell, such a rock at the back for the team, but obviously a point of frustration for both Tegan, who's coming in, and Lexi as well, who's been a real threat up front. It's just not turned into something on the scoreboard enough. Yeah, no, they've been playing brilliant. They're quite new, obviously, so I've not really got to know them as much as obviously because I've not been playing. But I've been watching them at training and games, and they've been doing great. We just need to get more chances and get some more goals. I'm sure they can, but. Well, let's take a look at the opposition today as well and how they line up. Big thanks to Captain Steph Bain for passing on their team lines as well. Keep you all watching from an Inverleith persuasion in the loop about who's where, and it means I'll have a good idea of who's in possession at different moments. I'll do my best to keep you right. And like I say, that Inverleith side, 4 wins, 2 draws. I'll be hoping to add one more this season just to give another little bump and keep them away from those two from Hillhead Gordonians that have had a much tougher season. Cool, well, the good news is we should only be a couple of minutes away from getting this game started. Final warm-ups, final preparations. And Chris, I can ask for your opinion with how the kind of final warm-ups go. Did you ever put any stock in it going particularly well, or if you know you doing the last minute shooting drills and you duff one or two? Do you think about that at all? You just better to get them out of the way early. I feel like, sometimes if you're getting a wee couple bad ones, you maybe get frustrated. But I think the girls are good at just putting that behind them and concentrating on the game and get their mindset ready for the game. But yeah, the girls do it. They do good with that. So. Never disappointed when you hit a worldie, because then you've used it up and you're not going to get it for the game. Yeah, you wish that was in the game. Absolutely. Oh well. One we didn't touch on in the run through the lineup, but is obviously getting a bit of a workout in now. Verity Shields. Yeah, coming to the team and just. She's been playing amazing. Last week she was brilliant. Yeah, she's for being so young as well. She's just amazing. And I think the thing from up here has certainly been, one, you can see her getting more confident. Yeah. 2, part of that confidence has been the fact that she's developing that goalkeeper. I'm not afraid to be loud anymore. I'm gonna, if I've got a problem, I will let you know. The girls were saying that last week. Actually, they're like, "You're kind of scary when you're shouting at us." But she's very vocal, and it's so helpful when you're on the pitch. And she always knows what she's talking about. Fair enough. Is that coming from having people shout at you in the goalkeeper position that maybe didn't necessarily know what was going on? No. That's the right answer. That is the diplomatic answer. Captains, a little bit of shake hands with the umpires. We get things almost ready to get underway here. Time for final chats, a little bit of tactical notes as well from Coach Gareth. We'll get everything squared away to get things started. Hope the Atmos mic's picked that up. Just fix the padding. Yeah. Final checks across the board. Ah dear. Inverleith almost ready as they make their way back out. Should say as well, for those watching, wanting updates on how the gents ones got on. It was a difficult morning across at Grange. Ended 7-0 to the home side. So know the guys will be very disappointed that the season's ended quite that way. But a monumental effort to be at that stage and still be in with a shout. And I know across the board that team will be expecting to be in the same place again and hopefully get that last step next season. Final conversation. Obviously, it's captain that's going to be the loudest here, Christy. But who else is from that grouping you expect to hear a little bit of words of wisdom or a little bit of geeing up from?
Anna will most likely have a nice wee chat. She always has very inspiring words to say, and especially when the girls maybe aren't. Like if we're maybe not doing so well in the game, she definitely does come with some words. And Liv as well. She's always got some words to say, in a good way, obviously. All
Of
good,
course, of
all
course.
good.
Like I say, I'm sure it comes from a good place as well.
Yeah. They've just got so much passion for the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think it shows in the pitch in terms of
Yeah,
what
really
we've seen
does.
over the course of the season, that there are two players in particular that are really desperate for things to go right and get not afraid to let the emotions show when things are going right or wrong.
Yeah.
Important to have those kind of players in the team as well, I guess, because sometimes when it's not going well or it is going well, you want to have that reflected in the team.
Yeah, they really bring us up if obviously we're having a wee bit of a loss, but also make sure to remind us that even if we are winning, we need to still stick in and keep doing what we're doing.
Uddingston have got the early possession for the first couple, and Millen will again try and crash down the left. She's done this so much this season. I feel like I've been on repeat for that. It's the first chance to break that across the D. Right, I'm going to hop across because I've been stood right by our lovely camera operator Bryce. I've got my own wee notes to jump across to. It's Inverleith there, getting ready to get us restarted. Important first challenge from Kirsty Ratton there. Left side of the defence allows Uddingston just to recover. Doesn't allow any early opening for Vastus as McWilliams passed through the heart and will go all the way through. Chrissy, what do you want to see from Uddingston in these opening kind of first 5 minutes, that first start of the quarter?
I feel like we just need to make sure that we're obviously working together at the start, staying in our formations obviously, and be aggressive at start, just take control of the game really.
Absolutely. A little short interplay from Inverleith to try and bring it over. They're on 23 and now they will manage to cannon. Again, just the Uddy press making things difficult. And the breakout might still bounce its way to Captain Bain, but there's Darcy Campbell, I should say, across. A little frog in my throat there. Millen sees it go against her there, and now Bain try and carry down this left, Uddy defensive left. Campbell, a little bit loose to play out. decision does go Inverleith's way, allows them to keep a little bit of pressure on Barton. Look to get this moving again. Harrison, just a little bit the wrong side, and deflection will keep the pressure on though. Lovely interplay from Hogarth McWilliams now. It's McMillan. McWilliams will take back over, just runs out of road. Crichton can force the turnover now. McWilliams and Mullen. Now chance to attack and attack quickly. McMillan through. She's got Muir ahead. She's going to try and carry herself to the edge of the D. Opens up for the strike. Finds the way through as well. Uddingston go 1 up early in quarter 1. Not a bad finish there, Kirsty.
Yeah, it was good. Good run as well. Good play beforehand.
Uddingston. Well, Kirsty, you said you wanted the fast start, a little bit of a quick counter.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite the territorial dominance for a good chunk of that time, but on the score sheet. Mullen and Muir trying to just keep that one away from danger. Stick challenge will keep it in Uddingston possession. Campbell forward and Hogarth just rotate that one backwards. This we don't need to rush things forward, can pick our moments. Shaw's turn. Porter. Jump through the challenges. And with the umpire's whistle, she'll get a chance to keep going as well. Just breaks down in front of the D there. Allows Harrison to smash it clear. Shaw, big driven hit. And that's what he'll be brought back for. Couple of rotations from Inverleith as well, just in response to that. Lane. Now Tate trying to break through. And Woody. Just a real struggle at the moment for Inverleith against that midfield wall for Uddingston, and every time it's turned over the counter looks quick. That one from Mullen is behind in it. Hands possession back. McWilliams in a little bit of a battle in front of the midfield. Miller can't find a way through. Will with a blast of the umpire's whistle though. Harrison can regather with a bit of time. Now Tim Woody can't quite work it down that Inverleith left. Christy, one thing to be happy with, I think, for both sides, there's not too much at stake really for this game. That's not really showing on the pitch.
Yeah, not really.
Both teams really up for this one. Just a bit of a midfield fight that, for now, Uddingston able to pen back the visitors beyond the 23. McPherson Unlucky there. Maya's already had a chance to crash one down the line from one of these returns to play. This time opts the simpler, the safer. Ratton now. She wants to play it through the heart. Mulgar shows too much to Tate. Not quite sure what to do after the blast of the referee's whistle there. It looked like wasn't enough numbers to take that quickly, but still Inverleith come forward. It'll bounce up and around in front of Shields. And a short corner will be the decision. First short corner of the game. Just important for an Uddingston perspective, just to keep this calm, keep this under lock and key.
Yeah, I think the girls maybe just have to calm down a bit. And yeah.
No, it's all good. Final checks that smash the crossbar from Shields, and we're ready for this now. Sent across. First Castle, the strike. Parried away, and with a jump and a block. But it's a run on behind and out for the long. Tate will try the drive across. There's no deflections to help. And that one is out this time, just for Uddingston ball this time. Not for the first time, just those long passes from defence of that central area, trying to work them down the line, going the wrong side of the sidelines this time. Nice driven ball through as Campbell though can recover and let loose Ola Miller. Will still find its way to Mullen. Just that passing radar for Uddingston, a little bit off at the moment. McMillan with a good turnover through the centre, but can't quite hold on to it, can Uddingston, and she'll keep the press up, try and force something turned over high up the pitch. They are able to find a turnover through Crichton, and now Mullen can drop back into midfield. And Miller, touch maybe just made it too inviting. And Inverleith force it off the foot. Getting that high pressure coming through, and this time Inverleith starting to get to grips with it, starting to find a way to break out of it. And it is again another turnover for Uddingston. Campbell again, is she able to work it now? Ratton from forward to Crichton, who's going to carry this run through to the edge of the D, but can't find a way to connect with Catanelli. While battling at the edge, it'll go Inverleith's way. Another couple of rotations for Uddingston, perhaps the last little sessions for some before quarter end. Shaw needs a second to regather, but able to move it on despite the pressure, and Uddingston will hold on to it. Williams doesn't quite get the connection on the ball forward. Second chance though. Nice driven ball, but can't pick out a forward. Inverleith, another foray, another break in. That's a de-entry, and they might have brought another short. They have off the foot as well. Good play. Wayside looking for outcomes, and they're finding them, Christy.
Yeah, Inverleith had some high pressure. Playing well. I think Uddy's maybe passes need to be a wee bit more accurate and take her time on the ball a bit.
Yeah.
But I think we're still playing well.
Second short of quarter one, second one to Inverleith as well. We've had a look at one of their options, straight to the top. And a strike from that first castle. We'll see what routine 2 has. Looks like a similar one. Shifted this time to the left, tipped across, and that will turn into penalty flick. Couldn't quite see from there what happened, but umpire very confident in that decision. And Richardson has a chance to level things late in quarter one. Richardson will get that one through, and it's 1-1 now. Really nothing you can expect from a goalkeeper from the penalty flick.
They can't really do much.
Certainly one from a player's perspective. Are you happy then that the change got made from penalty flicks to settle games to the running penalties, where you've got your keeper can have a little bit more of a say?
Yeah, flicks are just a wee bit luck for the keepers at times. So
no, it's certainly how I felt facing them.
Yeah,
we'll see. Get anything on it and you'll be happy. But it's been an even quarter one. Uddingston, the opener on the quick counter, not really been able to test the keeper much outside of that, and forced back and back over the course of quarter one, and pegged back now on the scoreboard too. Could still break through to the edge of the tee again, but Ratton's there to screen. Just a little messy there for Uddingston. Unable just to clear lines. It's been a bit of that as the quarters wore on, just keep it away from the goal as much as they can. Been a good response to going the one behind from Inverleith. Wore into this quarter one. Just a reminder for those, if you're tuning in for the first time, our clocks are obviously not synced to any of the umpires' watches. If there's any instance of time off, we're going to run on, as you'll see right now. Oh, we were only running on by a second, if that. So, end of quarter one, timing's almost spot on. Love that. Quarter one, though, Kirsty, 1-1. Pretty fair on the balance of it, though.
Yeah, they've both been playing very well. Probably not the outcome that Uddy's obviously wanting. I'm sure there'll be words about that in the quarter by both Gareth and some of the girls. But yeah, I think they've both been playing well. Inverleith have been pressing really high, getting some chances.
Yeah, just about responding. I guess you've seen what both sides really have seen what your opponents are going to do for that quarter one.
Yeah.
You now kind of got a flavour of how they're going to play. What do you change? And then carry forward in quarter two before you've got the proper break at the half as well. So there'll be a little bit of tweaking here and there. We'll take a look at the first goal as well. Oh, okay, yeah, I still have a little bit of gremlins with the recording. Not quite sure what's gone wrong with us on this one today, but I should say we will have highlights that will go live after the weekend as well. So if you missed anything, you want to see it back, make sure you've subscribed to the YouTube channel. We'll make sure that keeps you up to date with all the watch back highlights included in that one. And that's quarter two. Ready to get underway, Liv Mullen. Going to start us off for this one. Well, it took less than 5 minutes for Uddingston to find the opener in quarter one. A similarly quick start will have them back in control in this, the second. Hogarth able to keep things moving about in front of the defence, and now McWilliams will try and carry through, runs into traffic. It's good on the recovery though as well, able to screen and hold, and now Ratton's turn. Quick drop of the shoulder and back across the defensive teammate Campbell, and now Shaw, the pressure's coming quickly. Uddingston have to get rid. Just struggling with clearing our lines, but that one will run through to Muir. Just a touch taken away from the defender, shows it to the other one. Campbell wants the crash ball. It's held up just by Mullen, who'll drop back off and try and cycle this round, but again just not sticking for Uddingston. Williams cycle back to central defender. Campbell, another go at the crash through. Finds Muir, there's McMillan ahead. Just couldn't quite have it under a spell. In time to move it on quickly. Another sign of how that first goal came about in the game. Just that quick move in front of her. Not able to put it all together and to the jigsaw just there for Uddingston, and Ratton, no risks. Just whips that off Shield's toes and will carry it back out of defence. Hogarth. Tate just able to keep it away from her. Inverleith to try and work the right, just again, both sides a little bit of the passing radar when it comes to dangerous areas starting to come apart. Just feels a little bit rushed at times, Christy.
Yeah, I've been noticing that a wee bit. Not as much confidence in each other, I feel like. Just random passes there and there. It is a difficult one, I guess, as well, when all these little things start going wrong. You tend to play a little bit safer, a little bit less risky, and just compounds those little issues. Williams, drifting ball forward. Muir can get a parry on it, and the umpires will bring it back. That's exactly what the decision was to cause that, but just wanted to make sure Uddingston were taking it from the proper spot. Just slows down the attack somewhat. Good turnover from Hogarth in the middle, but looking for an outcome from the umpire that wasn't coming, and Ratton there able to force something on the
just a little bit scrappy. Ratton. Now across to Campbell. She wants to send the central, but maybe forced to hold and move across to Shaw. Pressure coming quickly again. Now Inverleith with the turnover, the touch from Bain just takes it away, opens the door for Campbell in the turnover. And a misread on the play out from Uddingston. That aerial just kick on and run away. And out behind, just Inverleith finding the better in the midfield, just struggling to connect and turn that spell of dominance they had into something more. Good little recovery run from McWilliams, and to win something from the sidelines. Now wants to drive this long. Muir, touch on. Just got to stay with it, and there's a coming together between the players that has a lot of noise in the sidelines after that. Umpires will have a conversation, I'm sure. And I think one of the Inverleith players slips down and taking a sore one. Sophie Yeomans is committed into that run, just taking a little bit of a check there from Muir as the players collided on each other's lines. Looks like we're all both okay and ready to resume. Sophie's just rotated off just to get a chance to catch her breath as well. Umpires in discussion and give it Uddingston way. Campbell just safe and back across to Ratton. So drive that one forward down the left side from McMillan, carry into the D. Lexi McMillan feeds it across. No takers. Good little run and play. There was a couple in blue just either side of that one. Couldn't find a way to get a stick on it. For Uddingston, it's the first proper warning sign since that opening goal. And Inverleith will look to respond in kind. Barton trying to carry forward and feed through. McWilliams now comes together. And I think that'll be a short corner for Inverleith. Uddingston just having a quick conversation with the umpire. Wonder if there's just a little bit of needing that decision explained for the contact, but has been given Inverleith way. Another short corner. Third short corner of the game, and third for Inverleith this first of quarter two. We've seen off the top, we've seen the push to the left. Are they going to stick with one of those two? Or we're going to see a little change in the routine again. Barton will send this in. He's again the push to the left. It's deflected away, and the umpire's whistle will bring it back. Kirsty, just a little reminder there in the last couple of minutes that hockey can be quite a physical game. Two player-on-player collisions there.
Yeah, unlucky for them both. Obviously, Uddingston were obviously on a shot, on an open run there, and then but unlucky down there for Inverleith, but at least they got an outcome from it, I guess.
It's just one of those reminders, I think, as well, that both players are going to commit to the ball. In both instances there, I think both players felt like they had a shot at the ball and put their body on the line for it. Lovely little dip through from Lucy Hogarth again, away from successive challenges. And now he can carry. She's got support to the left. She can find a way to feed it. Can't quite. Just starting to open up for Uddingston there on the counter. Now Inverleith will try and provide the same as Bain drops off to the right to pick that one up and drive it D-bound. Ratton can recover, take it away and clear lines. Mullen's sure she's kept that in, but the umpire will bring it back. Tate can't quite keep a hold of it. Now Hogarth. Tate will make the block again though. A little bit of battle between Miller and McMillan, and Inverleith nearly have it at the edge of the D. Darcy Campbell doing just enough to put off as Uddingston will relieve a bit of the territorial pressure at least. Did come off Inverleith last along, is taken quickly. We see Hogarth looking for an option at the top of the D. Goes for the strike. Looks like it's parried behind there from Maddie Fleming. Campbell, another drive across. That one. I think it's taken a nick on the foot. Means we'll just rerun that basically. Campbell, the short ball inside, a little bit of a battle to keep that under control. Won't work out for Hogarth. Now the quick counter is on, but Williams trying to be back across in cover in time. And Williams looks to have won the race and has done. Elise Miller just not able to keep up. Williams will, from that recovering run, turn and bring this straight forward almost to the halfway line. Now happy to drop that off to Campbell. Nelly drops it from right to centre for Hogarth. To right to the challenges. She wants to take this one on herself again. Fizzes it across and just betwixt and between there. Richardson carrying forward and big long driven pass comes to nothing. Campbell. Again tries the driven route out, able to connect with Nelly. Baker. A little bit of battle there for Orla Miller to do in the middle. She gets the benefit of the umpire's decision. Uddingston will keep this moving. Only a few minutes left in the first half as it's the latest one setting up the top end. Fair few long corners in the last couple of minutes for Uddingston as well. Turn that into something more. A chance for Nelly to strike as she shifts away, but can't force anything testing towards Fleming. McPherson trying to keep it away from Richmond now. Crichton. Good little reverse ball. McPherson can try and drive that in. Richmond in the way. Again, Uddingston trying to keep this moving quickly. Trying to keep a little bit of tempo and intensity as that runs behind for another long. Chrissy, it's these kind of spells though where you a little bit of control, a little bit of possession at the top end of the pitch. You want to see that turning into something more.
Yeah, I think we're. You can hear the girls shouting outcomes just to get something in the D, which got one.
It's perfect timing, absolutely perfect timing.
Perfect.
Hogarth rolls that onto her foot, and it'll be Uddingston's first short. And first chance to see what Uddingston can provide. Only a couple of minutes left, like I say, in the quarter two. Be a good time to retake the lead for Uddingston. Maisie, one of the forwards, pulled back for this short corner. Should be quick enough to catch back up if needs be. Campbell, though, will take that on herself. Parried in front of the goalkeeper. Another chance for Millen to follow it through. Now Hogarth. And that's rolled just wrong side of the post. Lovely driven ball through. And Inverleith, from worrying about defending the short, immediately up and causing problems at the top end of the pitch. Just wouldn't open up enough for the strike there for Tapia. Dacre trying to bring it back out, but she's lost out. With the stoppages expecting a little bit beyond the 17:30 to our clocks. Campbell with a parry just at the edge of the D, and it'll be still Inverleith ball. Crichton. And Campbell with a follow-up just to send it away. Dane Woody will keep it moving for Inverleith and send it back to trouble. Lovely little dip of the shoulder from Chloe Richardson to keep it moving across the face, but as has been the case a little bit for Inverleith across this first half, she's struggling to turn it from midfield into their front line. Rathen's ball forward, parried and parried illegally, so I think it's a chance now to bring it out of defence. Dacre, a risky ball across the face, will work out for Crichton though. Hogarth shows too much, a little bit of shoulders and too much physicality for the umpires. Amy Lane on the wrong side of it. Quick across to remonstrate that she thought that was too much. The umpires agreed. Harrison. Ferguson can parry the pass. Crichton, good control to keep that away from trouble and moving. Dacre tries a bit of the stick skill. Nearly came off, to be fair to her as well. Right down the sidelines, opening almost made there. If Inverleith go the more direct route, is time running out on quarter two. And just as they're able to manufacture a good opportunity, the umpire's whistle will prevent it. As you were at the end of quarter two, still one apiece. Christy, look, there was better moments, but a good chunk of that quarter was not as fluent hockey as we'd like.
No, not really. I think Uddy were a wee bit messy at the start, but I feel like We got some chances, just didn't get the outcomes we needed. Don't think they'll be so happy about themselves, but we'll see if they can improve it in the next half.
Yeah, that little bit of spell with the long corners in reasonable quick succession into this short corner. There'll be more moments like that across the game, but there won't be that many. So you are putting pressure on to try and use them to manufacture yourself for something on the scoreboard for sure.
Yeah, I feel like we have to use these opportunities to be able to get maybe a goal or so, or even some more short corners. But hopefully we'll see that in the next half.
And from Inverleith's perspective, it's all going mostly to plan. But hope for a little bit more again, like yourselves, once you get beyond that 23.
Yeah, they've been doing some good press. They've been playing well.
Well, what we should also let you know about is youth hockey, which is still ongoing at the moment. You see details of that on screen right now. A lot of information, but if you want to know more, make sure you're heading across to our social channels for more of that. And Christy, what was your experience with youth hockey? So forgive me for my lack of knowledge on that.
To be fair, I didn't really do much youth hockey. I've been playing since I was maybe like 13, so I kind of was just in the adult fourth team, and then just made my way up. So I've been playing for like 5 years now.
But plenty of teammates have come through from that end of things as well.
A lot of them have went through the full youth hockey. But it's good. It's a good wee community to get into. Makes you loads of friends, obviously, and get to know everyone in the club, and obviously encourage the younger ones to start playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that little ad read. I do appreciate that. Yeah. We'll turn our attention back to the game. Obviously, like I say, we are, just as a note for those that are tuning in late, we are having a little bit of technical issues with our video, so we don't have replays available right now. Hopefully have that fixed. And either way, there will be highlights available of this game and all the other games that UDDY TV have broadcast over the course of this season, this being our final game on the Uddingston Hockey Club YouTube channel. Don't forget as well, we've got a lot of different content that goes out across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and X, or however you like to call it. And we've got TikTok as well. Social media chief Ali Condi, busy today with a game with his own threes, but plenty of hard work going into the socials at the moment. You see a little bit of behind the scenes actually of what we get up to up here across on TikTok, and I think went out on Instagram as well. For those of you watching as well, a little task, because I don't know how much of this Ali's seeing. Ali, if you're seeing this, hello. But also just if you could, if there's a little message you could send across to Ali, just say hello, thank you for tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from, we'll feed it back across. Appreciate all of you tuning in and seeing what we do here at UDDY TV as well. Like I say, last home game for us, so it means last game for us this season. It's been an absolute pleasure to be able to bring all the ones home games to you. We thank you so much for your time and your support as well. Looking forward to plenty more next season. One minute warning from the umpires as final conversations happen between coach and players. Players back out onto the pitch for last couple of quarters of this season. Obviously, for both sides, no, they'll be wishing things could have gone a bit better across the season. You know, with the way the split works, you're always wanting to be one of those teams in the top six. But well, next season will be quick upon you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what we'll be going for. That next season, hopefully, we'll be finishing the top six.
take nothing away as well. A really successful time at indoor. I don't mean to rub this in, Christy. I know it's been a tough time out for you, but it has been a really good season for the girls as well. And obviously get to come back in and step back into that and like you say, have the social part as well as the.
Yeah, it's been nice to see them doing so well with their indoor as well.
And like I say, final quarter 3, quarter 4 to go in this league season. Just a little bit wasteful from the play out there. Two little unforced errors of passes in the opening 30 seconds, one for either side as well. And Uddingston for the quick take. First and trying to keep the press on as Inverleith play out. It'll trickle through beyond. Kirsty, how is it as a player in the last league game? Obviously, ideally when you're playing your last game before the summer break and everything, you're hoping there's a lot riding on it and that kind of thing. But when it's less important.
Yeah.
How much the emotions are about doing well, and how much of it are about enjoying that last game before you're not playing for a little bit.
I know the girls. I'm sure they'll be obviously excited for their break and some time off, but they're very good to stay in, focused when it's in a game. So I'm sure that they'll obviously be wanting to win. And
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's just like I say, I just wondered if it was obviously the first couple of games you're getting the swing of things and that kind of things, and then when it gets to the last game, it almost feels like the last day of school now, where you're like, I'm really glad that this season is coming to a close, but also everything's changing a little bit. There's the routine you've got into over the course of the season is about to be disrupted again.
I think it's good that obviously that we're in a position at the top of the bottom half, so we're not fighting for maybe relegation. So yeah, we can relax a bit, but obviously we still want to have a good result.
Certainly both sides really pushing hard for that, and if there's something in the challenge there from Shaw that brings down the Inverleith forward. Steph Bain just hobbling back to her feet. Just been a little bit physical from Uddingston. That's the latest contact. Nothing from the umpires that they're unhappy with. As the deflection from the hit takes it up. It's a sore one for Richmond, but it's Uddingston ball. Crichton chance to break out. She evades a lot of traffic there and able to keep it moving. Now Miller got Dacre ahead of her, able to find Dacre. She needs to feed this across to Mullen. Can't quite make it count, and that's a sore one. Speaking about bodies on the line, poor Liv Mullen there, through the goalkeeper into the post on the way to try and touch that on. Another chance for Uddingston, another one that slips by though. Richmond. Oh, a little bit of pinball as it deflects up on the sidelines. Drive through, easily cut out, and Hogarth now with Dacre ahead of her. Hogarth gathers herself for now and wait for the moment to move it on. Hogarth can't find a way through there, doesn't get the outcome. In fact, it goes Inverleith's way. Surrey needing a little bit more at the top end of the pitch. Porter tries a little give and go, will work its way back to her. Shaw moves it across to Campbell, and now push down the right side. Crichton going to try and keep that one back under control. The touch just took it away from her. It's out of early possession. Lily there, just as part of the dodge the dip, just ended up walking through it there. I think she knew the umpire's whistle was coming. It was as blasé a dribble I've ever seen otherwise. Campbell. A little bit misread from Crichton, a little give and return with Miller, but it does work out in Uddingston's favour. Campbell goes for the aerial. Oh, it's going to kick away. It could still run into the path of Dacre, able to turn over in a dangerous position. Drive down now into the D and feed this across. Mullen. In the battle for it. She's giving it back away. Harrison just trying to keep it moving, sends it back to the left side. Tate. Another good spell for Uddingston. Commentators cursed it a little bit there. Again, he's trying to have that conversation, Christy. I know we've had it a couple of times this game already, but every spell that goes by where things aren't turning into something on the scoreboard, so he's hoping to speak it into life. It's frustration for the players on the pitch as well.
Yeah, we've just not really had much in chances. I think we'll obviously you can hear Darcy shouting outcomes every time we get in the D, but we don't seem to be really getting any. It's just finding the opportunities to get some shots and goal.
Uddingston still have it, so a chance to work it forward and maybe, as we say, ask those more difficult questions. The crash ball will be brought back. Little captain discussion there about where that's to be taken. Steph paying the hand out just to say, I'll back a couple of steps, please. Just goes a bit wrong for Inverleith there. Well, if you've joined us late, thank you very much for joining us here at UDDY TV. It's L1's final Premiership home game of the season, final UDDY TV game of the season as well. Goals happen both in quarter one. Fine solo strike, and then Inverleith able to peg us back, and now chance to re-establish some more as the strike from McMillan parried away. Good sighter, but from that angle, always going to be difficult to find something past the keeper there.
Yeah, it's a difficult angle to take a shot off of.
Crichton able to keep it moving the shore. A lot of scrapping for something within the D. Miller at the heart of it, and Uddingston will get the short corner. Caused a few problems at the first short corner for Uddingston, so you're looking for something that moves play around a bit more, or do you want to just give it to Darcy and say just hit that really hard, please?
To be fair, Darcy, she does have a lovely strike on her for a short corner, but I don't know what Gareth will be wanting.
Does look like a mix up and mix around. Is Williams just to the left of Mullen and Castle 1. Sent in. Campbell. McWilliams onto the back stick and the reverse strike over. Had the room and the time to strike. It's just a little bit about technique there, perhaps.
Yeah.
Difficult under pressure, I should say. I would say that as if it's really easy. I know it's not. That's definitely not because I'm expecting a shirty text message saying, "Can't believe you're mean to me." Not that Anna McWilliams is previous for that at all. Wouldn't possibly suggest that. It's a great run through from Inverleith, and chance to follow it up. To his Yeomans, but held up just by the foot, still able to keep it carried forward and pushing. Miller in the way now, though. Now Bain. Two captains do battle once more. Decision goes Inverleith's way in Bain's favour. Swept across, and now big opening there for Inverleith. It's worked across the face of Shields' goal. That's probably best chance of that quarter three so far, and been a couple of moments and a couple of tests for the keepers. That perhaps the sternest of the lot. Just needed a touch from someone. Inverleith get another chance to ask those questions. Bain. There's McWilliams able to step in defence and pick that one back up. Just try and carry it back out. There's a white wall around it. And put out now. And Uddingston a chance to clear lines. Campbell goes the direct route. Again able to connect with Nelly through the middle. Trying to carry it through is not done so legally. Bethany Hutton just should take that back a couple of steps by the umpire, and now Inverleith can resume and try and keep the pressure on. Good spell in this last 30, 60 seconds or so. Oh, that drive across the D very high, and that'll get pulled back. Campbell thinks she spotted the early ball to McPherson, but it's well screened. Hodge in the way, and Inverleith trying to keep the pressure on. It's, like I say, a game that's gone in spells that looked like it was moving in the visitors' favour. Now Uddingston, though, trying to counter quickly, force something in the D, look for the outcomes, and it's a slip as she swings from McWilliams. Good battling there, and cheer of appreciation from the dugout for Claudia Proven. As Uddingston keep it working down the left side. There's also a bit of remonstrating for the umpire as the decisions take their toll, and short corner is the final outcome there from the umpires. I think it's just excessive infractions they're unhappy with. Not long left in quarter three. Said this a couple of times in different quarters now, but good time to score this. A little mix up there, and Uddingston turning over, a little unforced error. They're trying to pin it in, and Barton trying to work it out. Nelly looks like she's come away with it. McPherson trying to work it forward, can't find a way through Richardson. I'll break kindly, but you're not able to connect with the front line. That pressure is starting to yield a little bit more opportunities, and Uddingston, these final couple of minutes of quarter three, starting to turn the screw. Williams doesn't like her options, takes this herself. Could open the door for Millen to fizz across. Takes a little nick and not enough from McPherson. The chances, they are starting to turn up. Christy, it's just not enough at the moment.
Yeah.
Good news for all of you tuning in as well. I don't imagine quarter four is going to slow down. In fact, the way quarter three's gone with a sort of ratcheting tempo, wouldn't surprise me if quarter four gets even more up to speed, as it were. Momentum has been swinging both ways. A little spell for Inverleith in the last few minutes answered there from Uddingston, but neither side really able to do enough to find a way past either keeper and through some stiff defending. Yeah, that's it for quarter three. Not quite as dramatic as the end of quarter two, where Inverleith a big chance to try and break the deadlock. But still deadlocked, we are one apiece. Means we're all set for a really tense, really intense quarter four. Christy, how are you feeling about this game as a whole? I know there's a little bit of frustration at the kind of misplaced pass and the like, but plenty to be optimistic about as well.
Yeah, we've still been getting our chances, just not as many as probably we want or need at this point. But yeah, Inverleith have been playing a good game, so they've been making it difficult for us.
It's certainly two teams who aren't taking this game lightly either. You know,
Yeah.
Neither have got to worry about relegation. Neither have to worry about pushing for a potential European spot. But credit to both teams. Nobody wants to lose this. And, nobody wants to go home feeling a little bit sore in defeat after this either. It's just, like I say, been a couple now for Uddingston and for Inverleith. Those fizzes across the face of the goal, we think just someone right place, right time. It's just not quite happened for either team, to be honest. And I'm sure that'll be something that changed in quarter four, and hopefully we'll get a real goal fest to see things out. As I say, thank you so much to all of you for joining us across the season on UDDY TV. It has been an absolute pleasure to bring you all the Gents Ones and Ladies Ones games at home this season. fantastic effort from both sides, and like I say, plenty to cheer about, and I'm sure come next season, plenty more still. If you're looking to stay up to date with how everything goes on with Uddingston Hockey Club, you've got all our socials. You've got Facebook, Instagram, you've got Twitter or X, depending on how you like to call it. You've got TikTok as well. A lot of hard work goes into that. Go let Aliconzi know how you're finding things today, where you're watching from, all that kind of stuff. He'd love to hear from you, I'm sure. And like you say, just a big thank you from all of us for tuning in. Make sure you've subscribed and you'll get the highlights as they come out. You also have that library of things we've put together across the season to have a wee look at as well. One final quarter. And we'll see what it has in store. Still 1-1. Both goals in quarter one. How about a couple more for quarter four? As Miller gets his started for Inverleith. Barton. It's an important turnover. Nuddy on the quick break. Mullen through. Trying to feed it across to McMillan. Big chance. Really big chance that. Chrissy, we only have a little giggle about it, but as good an opening as you'd hope in the opening couple of seconds for quarter four. Just hopefully it's one of those where it's not one we're saying at the end, you know, just wasn't our day, anything like that. It's been a lovely day for hockey. Glad to see so many of you turning out to watch in person as well. For those of you that couldn't make it, I'm glad you've been able to find us instead. Bain, try and keep this moving. And Shields called into action. No risk there. Uddy starting to see a real up and down, real basketball game of a hockey match here as Hogarth able to charge forward. McMillan into the D, there are plenty of options too if she can find this across. Umpires will pull it back. Ah dear. I think both coaches come the end of this will be sitting there wondering how it's 1-1 if the scoreline doesn't change in the next 16 minutes or so. There have been chances for both and good openings for both as Yeoman's trying to move that forward is brought back by the umpire. A little bark of frustration there from Liv Mullen as she loses out to Richmond, and now Yeoman's driving hard in the middle of the park but loses out to Crichton. I think that's come off Lily Lash though, and it'll be Inverleith ball. Tate now Richmond. Good touch on from Miller. Bain can't find a way to feed it through. Plenty of captain to captain duels as both of them really cancelling each other out. That ball ahead of Porter will just run on too far. Another reception in the middle for Lucy Hogarth, and she'll try and find a way to connect with McMillan. Still a chance for Lexi to chase this one down. It looks like it's going to run away the through though, and it will, and out behind. Good connection to Tate, just finding a way through the press, but the part of midfield just makes it tell. Now Crichton plays it simple, and Shaw. Miller can force a turnover, and now Tate, little nibble from Shaw just to upset and deny the pass. just keep stepping up and going. And there's another slip in the middle. Richmond, not the first we've seen. The pitch was watered before the game as well. I wonder if that's just a bit of standing water that's caught them. Give them the benefit of that doubt there. Fed through into the D. And Mullen trying to dance around the face, able to work it to Hogarth again. Just a crowd of players is, I think, ends up putting her body on the line to try and slow down Lucy Hogarth, and Campbell just runs out of road. Hutton. And Richmond. Crichton can cut that one out. It's come off her foot in the way through though. Hutton will drive this. Oh, nearly connected by the way, Elise Miller. Just hanging up the top and nearly finding the benefit. Something to watch out for in these remaining minutes, that be one or two that just sit very high and make things difficult. Ratton. Campbell and a shot. High press causing a little bit of bother as Campbell's clearance more slashed than directed, unfortunately. Ratton on the recovery. Ola Miller. Ball from McPherson to work forward. Could still break for Liv Mullen to step into. Runs away through the challenge. Liv Mullen looking for a chance. Finds a way through. Lovely finish from Liv Mullen, and that will be a relief after the chances for the Uddingston front line have been coming and coming, and now they make it count on the scoreboard. Little sigh of relief there, Christy, yeah?
Yeah.
For Inverleith, that will be a real sore one. There's been good spells for the visitors in this, and certainly feel good value for at least something from this, but at the moment behind and work to do. Looking for an immediate response. Cannon in the middle trying to make a nuisance of herself. Couldn't quite make it count. It will be Uddingston ball. Ratton. Miller can't quite keep it away. Richmond, she wants to drive this one. Again, Miller waiting behind Campbell, and Darcy Force just push it to side. Turn from Barton, but now Williams and Richmond do battle, and McWilliams will win out in that one. Crichton will hold, just send it back to Shaw. Christy, we're at that part of the game we have to start talking about things like, as a player or as a fan, I'll let you decide which way you want to lean on this one. Would you rather just keep it tight, see this out as a 2-1, or is your thought more about let's get a third and just give ourselves a little bit of space?
I mean, I'd probably be wanting a third, to be honest, if I was a player. But I'm a striker, so, you know.
Backing yourself to get the third, that's what it'd be, yeah.
I'm sure the girls will be wanting a third as well, just to keep it a wee bit more safe. But we just need to make sure we're not relaxing.
It's a difficult tightrope to walk, committing forward and knowing that could open the door for another equaliser. Billy Thorty coming back from one down in quarter one. They'll back themselves to carve out another opportunity or two. Williams denied from taking that hit quickly, and now a couple of rotations back in place. Campbell. Barton cutting that one out, but just knock it out of play. Campbell tries another drive through. Again, the deflection. Bring it to the path of Barton. And now Tate. Bain. Now Richmond is Inverleith finding more and more ways to move it before the crash comes to nothing. Maisie just about able to keep that one. The right side of the sideline stumble. She runs and opens the door for Tate to turn over. Pressure coming, and then Inverleith do get the decision. Barton will turn over though to Hogarth, who going to charge forward in the D, looking for something more. She get the outcome. She does. Another chance from the short corner. This would be, Christy, one of those moments you look at and you go, right, this is where that you speak about you want the third. These are the moments you want to make sure you get the third. And for Inverleith, you know, I guess it's a case of just try and see this out.
Yeah, hopefully
keep it to 2 and then go from there, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. It's one ace for Williams. It's parried out. And Inverleith able to deny and stall. Williams thinks she sees something at the top of the D, but cut out by Richardson, and now Vitters on the counter, and Richardson and Ratton clatter together again. Both players thought they'd step onto the ball there, and Ratton still down, feeling the after effects of the collision. Another heavy one between the players. Back to her feet, little right smile from Kirsty Ratton there. She's able to walk back off, and meantime the umpires are having a discussion, and Darcy Campbell in with it now. Inverleith captain Steph Bain across to join in as well. Like I say, there's been a good few collisions between players, and imagine that's some of the discussion that's going on between the umpires about the nature of that and what needs to be decided. A little bit of discussion there. It looks like Kirsty Ratton has been carded, but while she's off the pitch receiving attention, we've also asked Darcy Campbell to step off in lieu of that. Some consternation in front of us at that decision. Dacre looking to get onto that from Muir. I mean, Muir can't quite find a way to feed it through. I didn't see a card brandished at any point, but see, that second card of the game, I believe. Umpires clearly meeting out the justice, as it were. Just a little bit of frustration from the Uddingston dugout, but how it has been meted out. Darcy Campbell still on the sidelines as play goes on without her. Dacre trying to carry this forward. Harrison in the way. Does one half of the turnover and then able to win the rest with the umpire's whistle as well. Tate. Inverleith keep this moving. Look to take advantage. The strike forward, not that clean. Opens the door for Hogarth to step onto it. Uddingston still pushing. Muir. McWilliams. Able to skip through the challenge now. McWilliams finds it to Nelly, edge of the D. Had too many looks going forward. She will win the short though. Feeling a little bit tense, Christy, are you? You just feel it emanating off you. This is the right end of the pitch, though. This is the, you know.
It's more stressful watching than playing.
Okay, it's like I say, been a stressful old time as well. And soon you'll be back, and you get to be the one causing the stress. How about that? I'm sure it'll all be grand. All be grand as Uddingston discussions complete, ready to set up for another shot at this end. Seen a good few now. Shaw, little error at the last one. So the turnover. Umpire watching this one closely to make sure everything goes to plan as Shaw sends this one in. We'll mix in the routine and McMillan will strike. It's parried and makes way through the keeper and can get a touch on. Crichton, now Nelly, trying to evade the dive of the keeper. Can't find a way past, and Fleming did well there. Uddingston keep the pressure on, and Hogarth just sees it whipped off her at the top of the D, and Inverleith will come crashing forward again. Richardson, what can the counter yield as it's faced across? It'll hit high and into Anna McWilliams. That'll be a sore one. Back to her feet, and yeah, a sore one no doubt, but Uddingston ball. Just as things were looking dangerous for Inverleith. Uddingston just go for the clear lines. Dacre and Muir both the targets at the top end of the pitch. Inverleith go for the aerial. There's still a little bit of time left in this one. Reminder as well, obviously, that our clocks are not synced with the umpires' watches. There's been a couple of time offs, and there'll be potentially more opportunities for the visitors. Is now Miller charging through, able to skip around the challenger. Crichton, Miller, the chance. Successive saves there. So important from Verity Shields. The brick wall at the last, and Uddingston hold firm. Another chance to strike, another parry. This one from Crichton, and stop the shot coming off from Bain as Inverleith take it quickly, show too much, and Miller can clear. Pressure from the visitors still coming, but the pass is loose. And the noise from the sidelines will let you know. Still plenty of tension in this one, and the blue and gold are desperate to see out the season with a win. Shaw goes for the aerial high. It'll bounce through beyond Nelly, and Hutton can clean up now. Harrison. Hogarth's clearance won't make it through to Miller, and the umpires will make sure of that as well. Another good step across from McWilliams, and she's won the ball as well. Hogarth going to try and bring this one out and lay it forward to McWilliams, but out of play it goes. Allows Inverleith to turn around and heap the pressure back on. Just too much for Kirsty Cannon to chase down. Right down by the byline. And that will call time on quarter 4 and on the Ladies 1's Premiership season. They do cap it off with a win. Really hard fought. I've said that so often this season, but that one in particular, with those final chances at the death there for Inverleith, who will feel a little bit disappointed to come away with nothing from that one. Came from behind early doors. Uddingston took the lead in the opening 5 minutes, but when the lead was re-established in quarter 4, it would not be relinquished as the Ladies 1's, through Liv Mullen's fine finish in the second half, will secure the win there. And Christy, we'll put you through the ringer for it. But ultimately, a win and a lot to be happy with there.
Yeah, I think it's good to finish the season on a high, get a nice...
If you're not already following us on all the social media channels you'll see on screen right now, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or X and TikTok. We've also found us through YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to that. If you give the stream a like, we'd greatly appreciate it as well. Keep you up to date with all things that are going on at Uddingston Hockey Club as on screen. If you're watching from an Inverleith persuasion and you've stayed this long, thank you so much. Just a reminder, if you're not doing the same for your own club, please do that as well. A lot of hard work goes into the social media end of things, and I'm sure it would be greatly appreciated. And that's it for UDDY TV for this 2023-2024 season. It's been an absolute joy to bring this all to you. As the girls see out their season in the top 6. Thank you very much for watching.